What is up, designers? I hope you're doing great. In today's video, I'm going to give you 3 practical tips on how I deal with imposter syndrome and how it's actually helped me become a better designer. Without further ado, let's get into it. Imposter syndrome is that persistent feeling that you're not good enough, that you're not meant to be where you are, that any moment now, everyone is going to realize that you're a fraud and call you out for being a complete and utter failure. That's pretty heavy, isn't it? I've dealt with what feels like imposter syndrome for a long time. Okay, maybe not full-blown imposter syndrome. I would describe it as maybe more of a nagging voice in the back of my mind constantly telling me that I'm not quite there yet. Early in my career, I wasn't even comfortable referring to myself as a designer. Introducing myself to other designers as a designer was nerve-wracking. It would go something like this. Hi, I'm Mubarak. I'm a designer. You design? No. I know it was irrational, but I mean, how could I be a designer yet? I still had so much to learn. And honestly, even to this day, I still feel like I have a long way to go. So, with all of that in mind, I've got 3 practical tips on dealing with these feelings. My first tip is to teach someone something. Find a student. Just like there are always people you can learn from, there are always people that can learn from you. If you think about it, teaching is sort of a really great life hack. It reminds you of all the things that you do know. And while you're doing it, you're reviewing and strengthening your knowledge. And who knows, you might even discover something new. My second tip is to acquire new knowledge. So pick a skill and just learn it. Maybe you feel like you're not that good in a particular area. Great, acknowledge that, sit with it for a moment, and then go out and level up. Pick a topic and dive deep. Make sure you come away with at least 3 key takeaways. Okay. Before I go any further, I'd like to remind you to subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. My name's Mubarak. I make videos about product design and the industry as a whole. If that sounds interesting to you, please consider hitting that subscribe button and sticking around for a while. My third tip is to join a tribe. There are a ton of super awesome communities out there if you know where to look. I'm personally part of quite a few Slack channels where people discuss different topics and new ideas. A lot of them even have a show and tell channel where you can post your work and receive feedback. Nothing beats having a support network of like-minded people to both challenge you and make you feel good about your work. Like always, links in the description below. While doing research for this video, I came across this amazing quote from Neil Gaiman, recounting an encounter he had with Neil Armstrong. If Neil Armstrong felt like an imposter, maybe everyone did. Maybe there weren't any grown-ups, only people who had worked really hard and also got lucky and were slightly out of their depth. All of us doing the best job we could, which is all we can really hope for. It definitely isn't easy dealing with these kind of feelings. I think designers who feel like they're experiencing some form of imposter syndrome are just experiencing the humility that comes from having a beginner's mindset. And when did that become a bad trait to have? There is always someone better than you. And the sooner that you realize that, the sooner you'll adopt a growth mindset. And that is fuel for you to learn and grow and reach your full potential. So take imposter syndrome and realize that that feeling that is telling you you're not good enough, that feeling is a gift, depending on how you approach it. That feeling is telling you to do something about it. I used to perpetually wait for this mark that would let me know that, okay, you're a designer now. And guess what? I still haven't hit that mark. And that's okay. Where I'm at with my career today, all I care about is being just a little bit better today than I was yesterday. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm super keen to hear about your experiences. Leave a comment telling me how you've dealt with imposter syndrome in the past. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.